Dear students, in this unit, we will talk about the origin and diversification of plants. When we talk about the origin of plants, plants originated on the land ecosystem or terrestrial ecosystem at least about 475 million years ago. This record is based on the fossilized structures which have been found regarding the plants. Now, in the course of evolution, or when we talk about the history or evolutionary history, uh, these plants, they went through so many different the process of mass extinction and some dramatic effects which changed the earth ecosystem, and it shaped the biodiversity of plants that went hand in hand when we talk about the evolutionary history and origin of plants. Now, uh, fossil record sheds light on the diversification of plant species um, and the diversification dynamics of plant life, and it reveals that how change in the origination and extinction of balance have contributed to the shaping of the modern day flora or the plants which are present in these ecosystems. Uh, about Since the colonization of these plants on land, plants have diversified into roughly 290,000 different species. Now, when we talk about the classification of land plants, they can be majorly classified into two major groups on the presence or absence of an extensive system of vascular tissues, which is known as uh, we call them vascular plants as well as non-vascular plants. These vascular tissues, their role is uh, to transport the food as well as water from the roots to the different parts of the plants, and from the different parts of the plants to the roots. So this mechanism of transport of these nutrients as well as water defines two major groups of plants. Those who lack this kind of vascular tissues are known as non-vascular plants, and those advanced plants which have this well-established system of vascular tissues, they are known as vascular plants. Now, fossil record and experimental evidence suggest that liverworts or bryophytes are the most among the first plants that colonize terrestrial environment. So they move from the aquatic environment to the terrestrial environment, and this is evident by the fossil record. Now, uh, that's why these bryophytes or liverworts, they are considered as living laboratories, and which helps the biologist or botanist to evaluate the morphological adaptations which are associated with the transition of life from aquatic environment to the land environment. Now, when we talk about the bryophytes, this is the club moss. You can see these are the one of the bryophyte species. They are considered as non-vascular plants, and other than this one, majority of the plants, they are known as vascular plants. They are consist of 93% of all land plants. They are divided into three clades, which are present within this large group of vascular plants. The uh, the most basic one is the lycophytes, which include club mosses and their relatives, while we have pteridophytes or pterophytes that includes the ferns and their relatives. Other than these, the large and the most important clade of vascular plants, they include seed plants, and they make up the majority of living plants exhibited in different ecosystems. These seed plants can be divided into two groups. One is known as gymnosperms and the other is angiosperms. This classification is based on the presence of their seeds. In gymnosperms, gymno mean hidden and sperms mean seeds. Gymnosperms normally have their seeds hidden in very thick shell, just like you might have seen the cones of different pine trees. Here is the example of this cone. This cone contains in their hard shells. You can find these gymnosperms or the seeds hidden inside their fruiting body. Now, when we talk about the angiosperms, angiosperms are all flowering plants, and these are um, called as the most advanced of all the land plants. They produce flowers, and on their flowers, their seed is very prominent, and they are one of the most successful of the plants which have originated and diversified in different ecosystems.